Hey everybody, we're Dave and Deb of the Planet D, and we're doing Ride Lake Superior. We're circumnavigating this great lake on our Honda motorcycle.
We started our trip around Lake Superior in Sault Ste. Marie. We crossed the border and we're doing the clockwise direction, which is pretty exciting. Everyone's been telling us that's the epic way to do it. What I'm loving along here is how easy it is to follow this route around Lake Superior. It's signed really well, and there's a lot of stops and sights to see along the way.
On this first leg from Sault Ste. Marie to Marquette, the roads have not only been, nice and windy and a great ride on a motorcycle, but they've also been very smooth. So, being on a motorcycle, it's kind of a treat. It's even somewhat dreamy.
And you know what? We're living proof that new riders can take on this challenge of doing the Lake Superior ride. It is one of the epic rides on Earth, and I'm ready for more.
A couple hours into the day, we hit the town of Paradise and got to visit Tack Falls, which was pretty cool. I was really looking forward to that. Well, I didn't know that this area of North America was so populated with waterfalls.
We went out to Whitefish Point to see the Shipwreck Museum, and it is the oldest working museum on Lake Superior.
When we pulled over at one of the scenic lookouts, it offered this absolutely stunning view that just makes your jaw drop. It really was a perfect ending to a great day.
Landmark Inn, it is a cool old historical hotel that was built in the 30s, and our room was to die for. After an epic day of riding, I just couldn't wait to get into that bed.
As you ride around the coastline of Lake Superior, it's constantly changing. It's offering you different kinds of scenery almost every corner that you turn. Accentuate that with these great little towns that you get to go through that have so much personality, and you have this mix of something that, makes sort of that perfect vacation on a bike. When we were coming into Copper Harbor today, it was a great winding drive through these groves. One of the things you can't really miss when you're doing the Ride Lake Superior Circle Tour is the lighthouses. And one that really sticks out to me was when we were in Eagle Harbor, because it was really stormy that day. The wind was really blowing. You sort of get to see Lake Superior at its fiercest. You had that tanker off in the distance fighting the waves, and you can imagine what it would have been like to be stationed there many, many years ago and witness all this fury that Lake Superior has within it. And that drive from Copper Harbor down to the lighthouse is fantastic. You're right along the shores of Lake Superior, and it's like a jaw-dropping scene unfolding in front of you while you're riding your bike.
when we stopped in Bayfield.
Yeah.
You've got this quaint little beach town. It's a very cool little vibe there. It has a little hippie feel. I remember somebody saying to us that those northern states right on the border of Canada here, it's like, for the Americans, it's like the end of the world. They've come here to escape everything, and it's a bunch of hippies that are hanging out up there. And you did get that feel.
Yeah, definitely.
And I loved it. Everyone was so friendly. The chief of police in Bayfield,
Yeah.
he came up, he goes, hey, I used to ride a bike. I used to own a Honda, actually. So we got talking about our bikes and riding around Lake Superior.
We had a great stop in Duluth, Minnesota, where we got to take a little special ride on the lift bridge there, which is unlike any bridge I've ever seen. It was an older bridge, and they made it into a lift bridge, and we got to actually ride it up while one of these, 1,000-foot tankers go by. It really is something unique.
Crossing the border back into Canada was probably the easiest border crossing I've ever done.
There's so many parts of the Lake Superior Drive that really stand out in my mind because they're all very unique. So the next leg of the trip, or the final leg of the trip, I would say, is taking us from Thunder Bay here all the way into Sault Ste. Marie over the next couple of days. I'm really looking forward to the scenery. I know that the drive from Wawa down to Sault Ste. Marie is supposed to be epic and beautiful, so I can't really wait to do that on a motorcycle.